Hello everybody, Zephyr here, and today I'm going to be playing Lumen Legacy. This is one of my favorite games that Roblox has ever had on the site. And ever since I started playing this game I wanted to make content about it, so I figured it wouldn't be right if I started up a YouTube channel and didn't have the first thing uploaded being a playthrough of this game. Because this game, it's just so good, and with Atlantean City being right around the corner, I figured, hey, now's the perfect time to start playing again. So anyways, let's get into it. So fun fact about this, you guys see my avatar on my alt account. I recorded this exact same episode that I'm about to record, but with no game audio, so it was just my mic. So that's why you see this here, but erase our old data, because I mean that file, I'm not gonna upload it with no background music. I feel like just having the genuine in-game music is just better. I will also close the leaderboard. Fascinating. This just in, a storm has appeared out of nowhere in southeast Aurora. Meteorologists are stumped by this anomaly in the weather that appeared so suddenly. As we continue to investigate, we will keep you informed. As always, tune into Aurora News on 6 to stay up to date on everything happening. And here he is, our hero. Said downstairs, "Hey honey, could you please come downstairs?" I was kind of on my way to do that. Thanks for the reminder. Because, you know, my memory span is only 2 seconds. Oh, there you are. Your father called a moment ago. He was at the dig site when the storm came. He said something very interesting has happened to the stone tablet he's been studying. He insists on showing you. Oh, I see you tried on your Luma watch. To set it up, you have to press this button. Welcome. Please enter your name. That is not how you spell my name. Rory ID. Zephyr. I think that might be the same that's very close to the same idea I had in the original episode I filmed. For now, I need to get going. I need to go check on the Lumians that we've been caring for at the lab. They aren't trained yet, and they startle easily. Don't forget, your father wanted you to go see him at the dig site. Be careful in the weather out there. Sure thing, Mother. New objective, go talk to Dad at the dig site. Will do. Also, fun fact about the rain. Until, I believe, a month ago, 1 or 2 months ago, this was the only time this rain would actually appear. You would not be able to get this rain until a certain update came out for this game. But anyways, oh, there you are, Zephyr. I see you got a message from your mother. You'll never believe what just happened. First we were outside when the storm clouds appeared out of nowhere. Rain came pouring down suddenly, so we ran in here to seek shelter. That's when the text on the tablet unexpectedly began to glow. The characters actually came off and completely rearranged themselves. I know, it sounds crazy, but you will find that this text does not match what we previously recorded. What's happening now? Damn, bro. Oh, yo, Big Rock. Let's go. Oh. Bedazzled rock, bro. Do you see those trails? Can't believe it. The tablet, it's actually gone. All that research just got up and flew away. This isn't good. We weren't able to finish transcribing the new text. Pieces of the stone tablet seem to have all gone off in different directions. I think someone or something didn't want us reading that message. We're gonna have to search for all of the pieces that we can so that we can continue to study the stone. That's odd. The rain seems to have stopped. Except from going to the Lumion laboratory to update your mother on all of this. You should meet us there when you get a chance. See you later. Your objective: meet your parents at the lab. Let's go. Oh yeah, so one thing I do want to say about this episode, this won't exactly be the most eventful episode as most Let's Plays are, and playthroughs of any game, as this is basically just the tutorial. This whole episode will most likely just be the tutorial, and then the next episode we'll actually be exploring a bit. Actually do some more exploring. Hey, Zephyr, I'm glad to see that you made it back safely, sweetie. Hey, champ, good timing. I was just catching your mother up on what happened at the dig site. So for months you've been studying that mysterious stone you found, and it starts acting weird around the same time that mysterious storm appeared over town? That can't be a coincidence. I believe you're right. Soon after the text changed on the stone, it was broken and the pieces were scattered in the wind. Bro, how strong was that wind? I didn't even get enough time to transcribe the new message on the tablet before the pieces disappeared. You told me that you had deciphered the original text weeks ago. What did the original message say again? It roughly translated to, the creature's secret lies dormant within until the day of awakening. It comes again. If I could only get the pieces of the tablet back, I could decipher its new message. Hopefully whatever it said would give us some clue. Did you happen to see where they went? No, they flew out in every direction. There's no telling where they could have gone. Didn't you tell me that the tablet emanated a subtle but unique energy signature? Yes, it interfered with our equipment while we were digging nearby. That is what led us to it in the first place. What if you fine-tune that technology to detect the missing pieces of the tablet? Yes. Alright, fair enough. Yes, that just might work. What if I had access to a satellite array, I could emit a signal strong and wide enough to detect the pieces, but who do I know that has a facility equipped with the satellite array? You want to use my equipment? Is that okay with you, dear? Of course, I'm interested to see if this is tied to a Lumion I've yet to document. Excellent, thank you. Oh, I do wonder though, how will you be able to operate your machine here while searching for the missing pieces at the same time? That is a good question. Okay, don't look at me. My field research days are coming to a close. I'm getting too old to go on adventures looking for spooky rocks. Maybe if I was still in my prime. No worries, Derek. I actually had someone else in mind. Sweetheart, how do you feel about letting Zephyr go in my place to search for the stones? I think that would be perfect. I've been thinking of trusting Zephyr with a Lumion from the lab for quite some time now. I love nothing more than to see your child on an adventure, Lumions by their side, experiencing what I did when I was young. Ah yes, the life of a Lumion trainer. What do you think, Zephyr? Will you help me out? Your mother is offering to give you your very first Lumion to help you along the way. That's the biggest grin I think I've ever seen. I'd say Zephyr has been wanting something like this for a while. I'm certainly not surprised one bit, considering how much Zephyr watches Battle Theater shows on TV. That's perfect, champ. Maybe one day you'll be on TV when you challenge Battle Theater yourself. Heck yeah, I will. I'll be the star. Well, then it's settled. I need to get set up here. Sure, why don't you give Zephyr a Lumion now and then practice the quick battle? That's a great idea. So follow me over here and let's find you a Lumion you like. This is so exciting. Picking your first Lumion is so special. Lumions are lifelong companions that you'll never forget. Pick the one that you like the most, and when you've decided, I'll teach you how to battle. Attention everybody. You all remember Zephyr, don't you? Gather around, don't be shy. Let's see here. One of you is missing. Feevine! Yo, Feevine, get over here. Come here, Feevine. Stop snoozing, bro. Okay, Zephyr, pick any Lumion you like. Now, this is immediately where you see one of the biggest differences in this game compared to any other Pokemon-style game. And that is, there is not 3 starters, there is 7. We will talk about each of these choices. By that I mean we'll talk about their type, and we'll read their little dialogue. So when packs of snow cub travel down mountainsides, they haven't caused panic as they are mistaken for an avalanche. That's actually kind of funny. Imagine an avalanche coming, it's just a bunch of these little guys rolling down. That's actually pretty funny. Mbit. Its soft fur is always warm to the touch. This Lumion is especially popular in the colder regions of Roria, where it helps its trainers stay warm in the harsh climate. Eaglet. Be cautious when the light type. Oh, yeah, fire, ice, by the way. Be cautious when approaching an eaglet's nest. These brave little Lumions are known to use blinding light and razor claws to defend their nests at all costs. Dripple, water type. This Lumion appreciates the companionship of a trainer when given the chance, but it is perfectly content to spend all day doing nothing more than blowing bubbles from its mouth. Weavolt. This electric-type Lumion is often found playing in thunderstorms, where it uses its tail as a lightning rod to gather energy from lightning strikes. It makes some powerful jolts of electricity through its whiskers to stun prey. That's actually pretty cool. Vambat. This mischievous dark-type Lumion is notorious for dive-bombing cave explorers and stealing their hats, bro. What a little troller. Feevine. During the day, Feevine can be found lounging in the sun storing energy. At night, however, it unleashes its full potential and chases its prey through fields with explosive energy. Now, with so many options here, I don't think there's a single bad choice among these Lumions. All these Lumions and their final evolutions are all really good, and all of them are at least decent in competitive play. But there is a few Lumions that I was considering, and I'll cover each of them. The first is Snow Cub. It is the only non-event ice type you can currently obtain in the game. And ice is actually a really good typing for just playing through the story. Next was Mbit. I replayed through this game recently just to kind of refresh my memory on everything, everything story-wise, and I chose Mbit for that game because personally I did not like the Mbit line when I first played. After using it, I actually started really liking it. It came in clutch a lot of times, and it just helped boost my opinion of it. Next was Dripple. I can't believe this is the least picked starter. I just can't believe it. This thing's final evolution looks so good. I think it actually is one of my favorite Lumions of the game when fully evolved. Then the final choice I was considering was Vambat. Vambat was, however, what drove me away from it was that I picked this Lumion in my original playthrough of the game on my main account, so I will not be picking it through this playthrough. And though despite Dripple's final evolution being one of my favorite Lumions, there was one choice that kind of stuck out to me, and that was Snow Cub. I mean, it's my channel colors, a light blue and white. I think it's perfect. Ice is one of my favorite typings in any game, and I always like using ice abilities regardless of the game. If it's an RPG and I have a choice of magic element, I most of the time pick ice if it's an option. So I'll be choosing Snow Cub. Great choice. But would you like to nickname your Snow Cub? Yes, I would. And given what we just read, I'm gonna name it Avalanche. Is Avalanche okay? Yes. Now before we battle, I want to explain a few things. Lumions are companions to their trainers. In a battle, you and your Lumion work together and strategize together to defeat your opponents. You'll come across many other wild Lumions and trainers with trained Lumions who will want to battle you. The first person to run of Lumions that are able and willing to fight loses the match. In time, you will learn strategies that will help you overcome all your opponents. Now without further delay, let's see what you can do. Mom would like to battle Monsanto Kabunga. This is one of the I guess I forgot there was dialogue right at the beginning. Alright, before we begin, I want to explain a few things about battling. You'll notice on your Lumion Watch that your Lumion's health is displayed in green, and its energy in purple. When your Lumion's health reaches 0, it will be unable to battle, and you'll need to use another Lumion if you have any. You notice you have 4 options. Fight, items, Lumions, and run. Go ahead and select your fight option. Now if you look at your Lumion's moves, you'll notice a number next to EC. This is the move's energy cost. Each time you use a move, your Lumion's energy will be reduced by the energy cost of the move. Once you run low on energy, you will need to wait or rest. Waiting will replenish a small amount of energy. Resting will replenish much more, or waiting will replenish a little bit of energy, and resting will replenish much more of your Lumine's energy, and also lower its defenses somewhat for that turn. I believe wait is 1/3 and rest is 2/3. So, if you try to use a move without having enough energy, your Lumion will flail in exhaustion and lose some of its health. Now, without further ado, let's begin the fight. Now, the moves that this Lumion has is the same for all starters. It'll have Strike, a move that either increases or lowers one of its, or increases one of its stats, or lowers one of the opponent's stats, and it'll have an Elemental move. Now, this does mean you can put yourself at a disadvantage by having your Elemental move being resisted by Kabunga, as it is a plant type. However, regardless, you will still be fine. If you pick Dripple, for example, it'll have Spray, which is the Water Gun equivalent. You should still be fine, just keep striking and it'll be good. However, we do have Flurry, so why not use it? Brace, Defense Rose. Flurry, let's see. How much damage does this actually do? Oh my god! Well, that's Kabunga gone. Jesus! I was not expecting the one-shot there. Good job, honey. Jeez, this Snow Cub's a murderer. My god. That was an excellent battle. I think you and your Lumion will do just fine as you go on your adventure together. I think you'll be fine too. I've got my gear all set up now. Come have a look. Alright, let's see what you got. Whoa, it looks the exact same as it did before. This machine will take the signals received from the stone chunks and display on screen a general location of where they are. Would you look at it, and would you look at that? It's already detecting a signal from Gale Forest. That isn't far from here. It's just past Cheshire Town. Well, and Cheshire Town is one town over from us. It's just on the other side of Route 1. You should have no trouble getting there. So if I need you to travel to Gale Forest to see if you can find the first missing tablet piece, then report back. Your mother and I will communicate with you over your Lumawatch. Lumawatch is a powerful piece of technology that's capable of doing many things. If you find anything, give us a call and we'll decide what to do from there. That sounds excellent. Oh, and take this. I'm gonna give you the closet key. Let's go. Now it can finally come out. The closet key was stored in the items app. This is the key to the door at the back of the lab. Oh, it's that kind of key. Behind the door, you'll find a closet containing a few items I think you'll find very useful for the road. I'd like to add that if you're interested in bringing any more of the lab's Lumions with you on your adventures, you can come talk to me. Alright, Zephyr, I think you're all set to go. Your father and I are here for you when you need us. Good luck, Zephyr, and let us know if you need anything. Yeah. New objective. Go to Gale Forest and search for a chunk of tablet. Now, we will not be tackling this yet, as there are a few things I want to do in this town. As there's only a few things to note here. First, what this guy said is 100% correct. If you talk to him, you can purchase one of the Lumions here. Buy as many of them as you want. However, for example, let's say I wanted to buy Vambat. It does cost Robux. It's 25 Robux a starter. So it's not something you can pay for with Lumacoin, which is the game's currency. But yeah, you can buy as many of these as possible, and that's actually, you get a very specific variation of all these starters by purchasing some. You'll talk about those in a later episode. We'll talk about those in a later episode, though. Then we go to this closet, and we have 2 item chests here. 2 necessity items for any RPG, especially monster catching. We found 5 small meds. These are your standard potions. They heal 20 HP when used. And then we find 5 capture discs. Capture discs are your Pokeball equivalent of these games. They have they have a 1 point times catch rate on anything. And then you'll see we have all of these tabs here. I'll go over them briefly. Lumions is, well, your party. However, something that is new is these bench slots. These bench slots act as what the EXP share is in the current Pokemon games, where even if they aren't in battle, any Lumion on your bench will gain experience, like the Lumion that battled did. However, the experience gained here will be 25%, as opposed to Pokemon where it's either 50, or it might be 100% now, I'm not sure. You guys have to correct me on that in the comments, but Master, we'll worry about these two tabs in a future episode. I would like to cover both of these in quite a lot of depth in a future episode. But the Lumipedia is, well, the Lumipedia. It shows you all the Lumians you've caught. It'll give you a quick summary. Oh wait, this is the, oh, those were the Dex entries. Oh, I just realized that. Okay, those are the Lumipedia entries. And then it'll give you the height, weight, and everything. Navigate gives you locations. Clicking on it will give you a brief little description on it. For example, Midas Town, a quiet little town in southeast Roria, home of the Lumian Laboratory of Roria. Some archaeological wonders have been discovered at the Midas dig site. Hubs, you have the main adventure. This lets you switch your game server. Battle Coliseum and Trade Resort, which we will cover in a future episode, because I don't think we have access to these yet. And then we have weather. I will cover these also in a later episode, because there might be a certain Lumian we'll be catching that's related to one of these weather conditions. Ooh, foreshadowing. Items just showcases all your items. Items are just generic items. MMs are the TM equivalent in these games, move manuals. Fruit, there are a few fruit items in this game. I'll cover those when they come up. Key items is, well, your key items. Discs is your capture discs. Medicine is your healing items. ID shows you can change your name whenever you want. By clicking this pencil, I'm gonna keep it as Zephyr. Gives you your ID, your Luma coin, and the amount of Lumas in your Lumipedia, and it'll also showcase these medals. Luma boosts. I will cover this also in a future episode, as we can actually get some boost tokens later on not too far down the line. And then options just gives you some options. Reduce graphics if your computer is really slow, or whatever you're using is really slow and you need to speed it up a little bit. Stuck. Because you can glitch in a few places with a certain thing down the line. This just helps you get unstuck if you do get stuck. Polo privacy. Which is self-explanatory. If you have any friends, this lets you join. If this is set to anyone who follows you as your friend can join you through your profile in Roblox. And show objective is what, well, this does. Now, before I end this episode off, which I will be doing in a brief moment, there is one more place of interest I want to go to in Midas Town, just to show you that, hey, this is here. And that is that house over there. They have someone special in that house that I like to talk to. As you can see, this person has this little yellow bubble over their head. This means that they have a side quest for you, and if you complete it, you'll get a reward. Let's see what this person has to say. Very rarely a Lumian is found with an abnormal coloration. They also have a strange glowing aura. It is for this reason that these phenomena are referred to as gleaming Lumians. They fascinate me so much, I've spent a lot of my free time searching for them. I've never seen one in the wild, but I met 2 trainers who had one. Neither of them will let me get too close, unfortunately. If you ever capture a gleaming Lumian, please show it to me. Well, maybe later on down the line we'll try and find a gleaming Lumian for you, okay? Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all the places of interest in Midas Town. You have the lab, and you have, well, this house here with the side quest in it. Beyond this bridge leads to Route 1. However, I don't think we'll be doing that this episode. Assuming this episode's already getting quite long. So, I will do that next episode. Next episode, we will go to Route 1, explore Cheshire Town, and head to Gale Forest to find that tablet chunk. So until then, I'll see you all later.